Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today is Wednesday. Another wild day in the markets. You all know that today we got the CPI inflation data early this morning, and we saw the markets go, up and down, just all kinds of ways. It was extremely volatile. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. So, all right, let's talk about it. Right? Today is Wednesday. CPI inflation data came out, and we know that it came in hot and heavy. It was hot. The expectations were at 8.8. This is actually the first time the Fed has expected the inflation numbers to go up. So it was 8.6 in the month of whatever before. And now they were like, okay, hey, we expect to go up to 8.8. And it actually came in at a 9.1 instead. You have to know that they were not expecting that. So we saw the market come down hot and heavy. Actually, in the pre-market, we saw the market come down hot and heavy in the pre-market, and then we saw things slowly but surely rise back to the top. Just throughout the day. And this is why I kind of encourage people: do not trade within the first, 10 to 15 minutes of the market, because you want to get a clear direction on where the market is going. If you see things going down hot and heavy, they can just quickly reverse like that if you don't take the time to pay attention and watch how things are moving. So that's why we try and do stuff like that. That's why we watch it before we get into any plays. One thing I do like to see, right? I'm gonna show you all my charts. I actually been posting on Instagram. Again, hopefully you all follow me on Instagram so you see when I'm posting and stuff like that on my story. But before we do that, let's go ahead and check out the markets, right? We're gonna check out the market. So today we have the Dow Jones down 0.67%, the SP 500 down 0.45%, NASDAQ down 0.15%, and the Russell down 0.12%. But watch this, the VIX also came down with it. That was the great amount of uncertainty, right? So like I said, we saw those S&P 500 come down hot and heavy. We're going to click on it, right? Saw it come down hot. It was down super big early this morning. That's based on pre-market, right? So I go to the 5-day. It come all the way down here, only for it to go back up. It came all the way down here to come back up to, only being down this small percentage of 0.45%. But the thing that I really thought was intriguing is you all saw this chart. We did this chart together. We watched it, and I kind of marked it up with you all. And I'll tell you all where to look for it to come back down before we knew, hey, things were just going to get too terrible. But it bounced back up. Now, looking at this chart, look at it. Look at it now. I charted this. We already got the zigzag lines here and everything, and this thing has pretty much followed it perfectly. The key is to see, do we come below this line, which I told you is a key level, I believe. This is a key level, and this here is a key level. So 376.22 and 365.10 are two key levels. 365.10 is our 52-week low, I believe. And this right here is actually just us going to put us back in a bearish trend. I told you all we were currently bullish, and it was okay to see a pullback before the run. So this doesn't mean it's going to continue to run. It may come up here, pull back again to maybe about right here at the 385, and before it continues to run up. But we saw at this point we had the potential to run up. And for me, it did not come down too far to this line down here for me to believe that we are back bearish. So I do believe we are still going bullish. And we go to the day chart, right? Just kind of, I think I showed it to you all on day chart. It's cleaner. But even then, looking at the hour, looking at the 4 hour, we hit it perfectly. Y'all see me doing stuff over here, you can learn how to do all this stuff. So I keep having people asking me how to do it, and just by being able to chart this type of stuff, I knew I had puts in the market for the day. I knew that, hey, once it came down to a certain point, a point of support, it was going to bounce back up, and that's exactly what it's been doing. So it's easier for me to make money and kind of track these things. So I just want to show you guys the progress, how we've been doing pretty good. Now, again, if we break down below this level, we can see it definitely becoming bearish again. But as of right now, it's staying on this bullish trend, and I am loving to see it. While we're talking about that inflation data, right? Inflation rose 9.1% in June, even more than expected as consumer pressures intensify. Do not let It say in June confuse you because of course it's for the month of June. We're just now in July, so it was for the month of June. The inflation data. The consumer price index increased 9.1% from a year ago. Excluding food and energy, core CPI rose 5.9%. Costs surged for gas, groceries, rent, and dental care. Right? I know you all know we've been talking about gas and groceries. I just want you all to remember, I predicted at about August. I want to say late August, gas prices will come down. I could be wrong, but as of right now, I do believe that all the pressure they're under, another election coming, and all kinds of things like that, by the end of August, gas prices will have come down even more. We've been seeing them come down. We saw them come down already before July, kind of at the beginning of July, but I do believe by the end of August, they will come down even more. Adjusting inflation, workers' hourly wages fell 1% during the month and are down 3.6% from a year ago. Adjusted for inflation, right? I think this is important because we know that last month we got the jobs report, right? And they were saying unemployment is lower than it's been in a while. However, look at this, inflation is higher than it's been in the past 40 years. This is going to be a crazy thing. So inflation is higher than it's ever been in the past 40 years. So we are constantly losing income. So it is becoming important. It is becoming essential for you to get out here and create you some form of second stream of income, some hustle, something to kind of counterweigh this inflationary number. Because now you're losing money. We're losing money every month now. Whereas you lose money annually and your job will usually give you that, living expense back. Now we're losing it monthly, you all. We've been losing it for the entire first 6 months of this year, and that is crazy. Imagine losing money every month for a year. Every month for 6 months. And that's where we're at right now. We've been losing money every month for 6 months. So it's important that you do not think that what you maintained is enough, which it may be. Okay, maybe you're comfortable, but still you want to kind of balance those things out if you want to continue living as comfortable or even more comfortable for the future. So that's what I have for you guys today. I had to show you that chart. Hopefully you all took a screenshot of it. If not, make sure you go back and take a screenshot because I think that's going to be important. Again, I told you all the next couple weeks. We know we have bank earnings this week, more earnings this week, and that's going to determine some things for the markets and the way they move. And I'll let you know what we got for next week. But for now, I thank you all for joining the Journey to Become Wealthy. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.